All right, so yesterday I came to you guys in a post and I said that I was tired of being broke. Okay, so tired of being broke, just meaning that it's time for me to become a little bit more financially fit. I'm one of the type of people that I make money and I spend it, and I make it and I spend it, and I make it and I spend it, and I'm not saving it. And recently, I started wanting to do a little bit more with real estate investing and realized that I needed money. Like I needed liquid money to do what I was doing. And I got a little bit upset simply because I spent all of my money and I didn't have what I needed. And so this brought on this whole little thing of me just trying to come up with a budget or a way to save money and just keep the money that I make in my purse, in my pocket, in my wallet. So excuse me, I'm a little nervous today. It's my first video. And Rico keep walking in the background. So I'm just gonna go over a couple things in regards to budgeting. So yesterday, I know I put in the post, I told you all about one of the things that happened to me when I signed up for Mint. I signed up and I noticed that in the month of October, I had actually spent $4,483. Okay, so that was $4,483, and I really don't know where most of it went. So when you sign up for Mint, it shows you different categories of where you spent your money, and so that's why I found it funny, and definitely needed to make sure that I changed my habits and changed my ways. Was because it gave me an outline of where I spent some money. So some of that money did go towards bills, but there was $2,052 dollars that went to the category listed as other. Okay, and then there was another thing that I have an Amazon credit card, and it said that my Amazon spending was $703, and I'm like, oh my God, Erica, you really have to stop, because at this point, I'm just really going to spend myself into debt and more debt and more debt and more debt. So why not tell people the problem that you have, and why not just try to help somebody while you're helping yourself? And a lot of people say they don't like to post their business on Facebook, but for me, sometimes if I put something out there, I'm gonna have to find a way to hold myself accountable for it. Okay, so if I let somebody know how bad I am with my money and they actually see me changing my ways, then they may be more amped to do it themselves. I actually had my mentee sitting here with me the other day, and we both sat down and we both talked, and I said, you know what, in November, I'm going to set a budget for myself, so would you be willing? And she said yes, because she had this debt, which to me, her debt is very small compared to the amount of money that I spend. But nonetheless, her debt is her debt. And so she feels bad that she has this debt, and she goes to work every day and she makes, a fair amount of money. But at the end of every paycheck, she doesn't have money. And so most people can find themselves, living paycheck to paycheck. But I want to stay on topic. So the reason and the purpose for this video and some of the others that will follow is to just tell you guys what programs I'm thinking about using or incorporating to help my budget, become a little bit easier for me. So I watched a lot of videos prior to, and I even watched one this morning, and a lot of people talked about the quote-unquote envelope budget. Okay, they said this was like the really old school thing, but I did find one that I felt would be beneficial not only for myself but to you as well. So outside of using apps, so again, I talked about the Mint app, which showed me everything where my money was being spent. But there's another app that I downloaded too, and it was called Good Budget. And that app actually is set up like the regular envelopes, but it's actually something that you can do on your cell phone. And what it will do is just allow you to put a certain amount of money in each different envelope, and then you have to track your spending inside of there. So on the envelope one that I saw this morning that I'm going to be using, I'm able to write out how much money I'm going to budget towards a certain category. I'm only going to give myself 2 categories because I'm really not that organized, and I need to make sure that I'm doing something that I will stick to. And so if I'm able to just write out 2 things for myself and follow those 2 things, then I feel like it would be beneficial to me. Okay, and so for the month of November, I said I'm going to try my best to stick within a $400 budget, $400 not including the groceries. Okay, luckily for me, I don't have to pay a mortgage. But I do have some other bills that I pay monthly, like a car note, car insurance, and I'm paying down some of the past debt that I had for credit cards and things of that nature, and student loans, trying to trickle that stuff down. But nonetheless, I'm just glad that, you know, I don't have a huge overhead, so that will allow me to kind of stick within the budget and not spend sporadically like I've been doing. Okay, so on this envelope, I wrote out that the grocery amount is going to be about $250. Okay, so yep, $250 for the month of November for groceries, which should be pretty good for us. You know, when I cook maybe like 4 days out of 7 days a week. And so hopefully I won't spend as much money as I've been spending doing fast food. The other $400 I labeled in a category of other spending. Now I do work outside of home, so I tend to go to restaurants and you know, get food from, you know, some fast food places, or maybe I'll go out with my friends on the weekend. Now instead of, you know, doing the big baller thing, which is buying myself a drink and maybe buying my friend a drink, I'm gonna have to curtail that into just, you know, spending only what I currently have. Okay, and so I'm gonna try my best to stay within a $100 per week budget, which should allow me to save a whole lot of money. Okay, because I can go in one store and spend $100. I'm not like some people that will just, you know, spend $20 here, spend $20 there. I really do spend hundreds, and that's why hundreds turns into thousands, and it's not a good thing. You know, it's definitely not a good thing. So I'm trying to become a little bit better, and I feel like setting this will show me where I'm spending a lot of money frivolously versus you know, taking care of some of the other things that I need to take care of. Okay, and so I am actually just going to try to be as open and as honest as I can with sharing some stuff, because I really do have problems and I know some of y'all do have, you know, like the same problems, and I'm really going to be truthful when I'm taking my notes. So I'm going to keep this. I watched this lady's video, which I'll post that one too, inside of the group Detroit Women Investors. I made a group specifically for this. Well, I didn't make it for this, but I'm going to utilize it for this reason, just so we can get our money together and invest in other places in the future versus just, you know, spending money in stores. It's time that, you know, we spend more money investing in ourselves. I want to plan from this point on to be a little bit, you know, more conscious of my spending. I want to build wealth for my family. I don't want to have to try to figure out things or be feeling like, you know, I don't have enough money for this or I don't have enough money for that. It's time that I keep, you know, some of my money in my household, in my family, or use my money on my own to build a little bit more money. And for me, that's going to be investing in real estate and also investing in stocks. So those are 2 things that I've been doing for years. I invest in stocks on a minimal level, but then I also invest in real estate on a minimal level. And this year, I just kind of want to branch out and do a couple different bigger projects. So I need my money to do that. So again, the envelope thing, I'm going to try. If you have any tips that I should use as far as like something that has worked for you when you were trying to establish a budget for yourself, just let me know, you know, because our group, I want everybody to kind of like be participating in this and just, you know, give some tips. Even share some of the stuff that you failed on. Okay, now I'm hoping with my fingers crossed that I can stay with the whole $100 per week thing. But if I fail, I promise to let you guys know, and I would hope that you would do the same. So again, I'm just going to be taking notes on here so far as of today. So I'm 2 days in, and this is going to be funny because for 2 days so far I've spent about $21 just on fast food. Yesterday I didn't feel like cooking, and today obviously this morning I had fast food again for breakfast. But you know, that happens a lot, and you don't realize how much money you're spending in other places, especially fast food, until you actually start to watch it. So again, just continue to join me, like and subscribe to the page, Detroit Women Investors, where I'll be talking more about budgets and, you know, my successes and also my failures. So I do hope that I'm able to help somebody while I'm helping myself. But other than that, have a great day. Enjoy your Friday. And don't spend a lot of money this weekend. So that means cut off the shopping somewhat. Well, for me, it's going to be all, because Amazon got $705 of my money last month, and I just can't afford to do that this month, especially with Christmas coming. But try not to spend a whole lot, and just try to, you know, stay focused on your budget. I promise to try to keep this in my wallet all weekend. I'm just going to fold it up, pull it out as I start to go into stores, write the stuff down that I'm spending, and yeah, I'll share that with you guys. But I'm also going to be posting a few videos that I loved, and that's going to be beneficial to all of us trying to stay on the budget from here on out. At least do it for the month of November with me, okay? At least try 1 month not to spend a whole lot of money unnecessarily. Keep your money. You may need to buy a house in the future, a car, and you don't want to pay those 24% interest rate, because they just stealing all of our money, okay, by doing that. So just try to keep some of your money in your pocket this weekend.